Well, hey there. It's my favorite video of the day. I enjoy talking about the stock market. I enjoy doing podcasts. I like talking about the future. I like talking about the world I'd like to see and how we get there. And this video series of the top stocks, can talk stocks, stock options, everything is that video series. So here we are on Monday night, October 24th, 2022, and we're going to talk stocks. So what you're looking at is you're looking at a Google sheet with a bunch of Google Finance formulas in it. And what it does is it lists information about stocks and their movement for the day. And it shows you their percentage change. It shows you their market cap, and it colorizes things in a format where green is good or big and red is small or low. So you can see that if you sorted this by percent change for the day, the top stocks that I would say to buy long calls on, oh, what happened there? Does that not work? Let's try that again. The top stocks that this is interesting. It like switches itself off. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I have a weird formula here, and it won't let you do that. That's funny. But point is Moderna, for example, had a really good day. They're a company I talked about yesterday. Sherwin-Williams had a good day. I haven't talked about them in a few weeks, but they are a really excellent company. And I guess Amerisco had a good day as well. Point is we have an entire list here, and this list is now 547 companies long. I expect to get it down to a couple hundred, which we will track every day and really get to know the companies that I choose to follow and just follow for numerous reasons. Sometimes I follow them because I'm interested in them. Sometimes I follow them because they're interesting for purchasing stock options on. So all that being said, when you sort this by percent of target price, which is what we're looking at, these are the companies that according to my target prices right here. This is Ken's. We're just going to call it target price. We're not even going to say quarterly. We're just going to talk about the moment we're in. My target prices are here, and this is the percentage that the company is of that target price. So I think Canadian Solar is the best deal on the market right now, apparently. Is that true? The answer is I think it's pretty good. It's up there, and that's because they're a profitable company. They're getting into the future, and the short interest that's driving them down. I believe the nefarious actors that are driving them down are people that are antithetical to their industry and not doing it because they don't believe in the company. I think they want the company to fail, but not because the company should fail. So that's my opinion of this company based on what I've seen by financials and the movement and the heavy short interest this company has. So I would like to go against the shorts here and go with a company that is moving us into the next generation. And that's why I guess they're here. Now, and they move a lot. So this is possible they will get up to 35. So I'm going to leave that there. Tesla down again. Tesla is getting an avalanche of weird bad news, and any good news they have is not permeating or not sticking. And that I guess can happen. And also, there's other market conditions that are pulling a lot of things down in general overall. So they're a great buy. However, when are they going to turn around? Don't know. Don't know. It could be more than a few weeks. I don't know. Could be really soon because they are awesome. And sometimes everybody realizes all at once that they're doing awesome things. But they're definitely going up eventually, way above 211, even if they go lower than that in the near future. And they might due to other market conditions. So I'm leaving that at 250. And for the person for the person who commented that it was at 300, it could be in a quarter. And 3 months from now, they could be at 300. So I can leave that and I can make them the best because they still are. They're better than Canadian Solar, so they should be above them. Empirically, they are better than Canadian Solar for a multitude of reasons in terms of skies development and just a bunch of different other reasons. So let's do that then. I mean, where do we have to bring them to get them just barely percentage wise? About 260, something like that. That's fine. Next, Moderna making a comeback as we get into the winter. I think people think more about this because we all get sicker because of the temperature and the lack of vitamin D and the angle of the sun toward the earth. Those things impact our health, and Moderna just gets a bump anyway. But like I've said, there's a bunch of other really important, deep reasons why this company is phenomenal, and we should be supporting them. And they have nowhere to go but up, because crafting tailored solutions on a molecular biology level, which is what they are doing. They are they are programming mRNA in the proper code to do a anticipated result in the human body. They're getting good at it. You can see a bunch of people didn't die from the COVID vaccine. The COVID vaccine apparently worked pretty darn well. And so and as the virus changes, they have the ability to respond and change to that, along with infinite other viruses and different attacks on the human body, and curing cancers and all kinds of things. Absolutely, they're going to keep going up. All right, that's about good for ones that I've reviewed and know off the top of my head recently. Some other things I want to talk about, because you get to look at the day like this. Let's see who went up the most. Positives. Which one? Avis Budget Group blows past my target. And so now what do? The reason why is their financials are phenomenal. And I was talking to a friend on the phone today, and I have good timing here for a reason. Let me explain why. Their financials are incredible. There was this anti-travel thing going on for a couple of years with COVID. We didn't know if we were really going to break out of it or how long it was going to take. It appears as though we are evolving as a society to understand that there are inherent risks and exposure, and we're willing to deal with it, and we're going to deal with it, because we still have to be a human species that commingles and travels. So all the established area and money and everything they've been doing, they're able to still keep their rental rates high, because people are still getting used to the higher rates. They used to be able to rent a car for like $154 in Florida. Now it's $350 minimum. And they're able to get away with that. So their financials are going to keep going up. So people realize that. And I called this when they were down. I mean, let's take a look at them for a second. Take a look at this. So let's look at the last 90 days. About a month ago, as I was doing videos, they were down here somewhere. And I was like, oh my God, they had like a good day. They're probably like right about there. And I go, oh, they're like 150 or something. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna be over 175 really soon. And then bam and bam, and it's actually sustainable, because they are going to be able to keep charging those rents. So what's our target price on them now? Just a little over where they are. They'll probably take a drop at some point, because that's an enormous. They'll probably go down tomorrow after 16% day, and then they'll probably go back up. And then because they used to be up around 300, like take a look at their chart over a year, and then even 2 years is over a year. Look at where they were, right? In both of these instances, you're like, wait a minute, they're coming back and they're making money even more than before. Oh, why won't they get back to here, right? And that's what everybody who's thinking about this chart and understands their financials isn't realizing. And so that's why this company is actually, believe it or not, even the only thing though is the market as a whole in aggregate, with a lot of geopolitical problems and also election issues, could go down in aggregate in the near term. So I don't recommend on buying long calls right now, although you're probably going to, if you're missing out, you're probably going to miss out on them going up if people just keep realizing this. So there's that too. Well, what else? I didn't look up this company. Novavax have been a little undervalued. I talked about that yesterday. I didn't look up medical products. I didn't look up this. So healthcare, Tractor Supply has solid financials in a lot of locations. So they're a slow and steady one that I think is a little undervalued. AutoZone, they are strong and they have a huge stock price, which I'll talk about big stock prices and what that does when you're talking about options, because it has an impact on the volatility of a stock, and I'll discuss that in a future video. All right, so that's kind of what went up. Well, what went way down today? Anything we're trying to buy puts on? Nope. Starbucks, which I reviewed today, and I'm not putting I actually want to talk about Starbucks. So, and I don't know what this one's all about. I didn't look them up today either. But you can see I have review dates that are now only a month old or so as the oldest one. So we're getting through companies. We made a lot of progress. Many companies I have not reviewed yet, but a lot of these I've taken a look at. So we're going to start getting more relevant target prices and notes. Now, Starbucks, I looked at today for the first time, and they have solid financials, remarkably profitable. Like that, the premiums they're marking on your drinks and everything, and the fact that they're in so many locations and they get kind of big orders, and it's still a staple. However, I noticed this when I toured the country, and I toured it during COVID, and you go to Starbucks and they have the bathroom lopped off and you couldn't even sit inside, and there was unused stuff and chairs upside down. And it made me think they've gotten into all these locations. They're everywhere. I had a cousin that actually worked for Starbucks and was involved in the discussions about this, about how many locations they should have. They have billions of them. That's not true. They have thousands of locations, I would imagine is a true statement. I haven't looked it up, but it seems like it. Now, they could be doing more with those, I feel like. And I usually like to provide ideas with that, but I haven't thought that part through. But something to do with maybe mailing stuff or something. They need to Amazon lockers. They need something else for a reason why you go there where they use that space, because they've got that space almost everywhere. They actually generally get physical locations that have a bathroom and you can sit around. That was kind of their thing. They're like, oh, we're this little Seattle style, coffee shop where everything's dark colors and music is nice and people write names on your cups and it's great, right? And you can bring your computer and pretend like you have friends. Yeah, we've all been there. All right. So, well, people don't necessarily want to bring their computer, pretend like they have friends anymore, but I would pick up a package there, mail something, to do something weird that they could use all that location for, other than coffee, other than selling more expensive, junk and shortbread or whatever they got, right? So I think there's unused capacity there. That's a massive, drastic change. But in my note, I want to be like, all right, but they need to do more with that stuff. So until I hear about them doing more with that, I'm going to sit back and not do anything with them and just, well, yeah, unused capacity, brand new price comment on them. Okay. Canadian Solar takes a beating probably because of their short interest. What else? Anything else? Anything big? Roblox does go down 2.24%. They don't get to my 40. I have a strike price on them of 40 that expires Friday. I bought it for $100. That was my gamble on Roblox for about 8 days. And they need to go down below 40 for me to start making some money. Now, will they in the next week? If overall market conditions drag everybody down, then absolutely yes. Will they just go on their own? Maybe. They're not a profitable company. They dump everything to selling an admin, and they're one of those choppy video games that is just going to go away and be phased out. There'll be people who remember Roblox, just like they remember Doom. I know some people that still play Doom. No, I don't. I don't know anybody who still plays Doom, but I know people who played Doom growing up. This is like Doom for kids that parents don't want to parent them. I've been there. We've all been there. Okay, we've all given an iPad to our kids and let them play Roblox. We shouldn't. And that's why I put them. Next, what else is there? That's about it, and that's kind of what DraftKings is down. DraftKings just keeps going down. I said there's like nothing left to put on them. Let's look at our puts for a second. They're going to show up right here. Our puts today. Roblox went down, DraftKings went down, Facebook managed to go down, and Schrodinger, which doesn't have much left either, is about even. I of course love putting Facebook. Yes, they have ways to go down. No, all I heard was news stories in my feed about how nobody's going to the metaverse. The metaverse looks like crap, and why would anybody go there? That's what they were talking about in the news. And the first thing I thought was, well, don't talk about the metaverse because that makes people want to at least check it out, even if it sucks. I go, just don't even mention it. But I do applaud the fact that you are pointing out that Zuckerberg is blowing ass, and it's time. Like, this was a novel idea. He won the battle, getting first to the market and getting his picture thing where people share baby pictures and set up college reunions and do everything that they want to do. That was awesome for its time. But then he sold out to advertisers who just took our data and screwed with us all the time. And it became a horrible experience where it ruined relationships. And I love to watch them die a slow death, because you can buy puts on them and make money on it. And two, it's something I think needs to go away anyway, and it's nice to make money watching it dissolve. All right, so that's my just dissertation on Facebook. You will hear me get emotional and get just disgusted with the company. Well, I don't feel like they're going to go shoot up crazy in value, because why on earth would they anymore? Especially with the metaverse being the butt of jokes on local news. All right, so that is about a video, I think, about stock today. I'll do one every day. at the end of the day, or at some point throughout the day after the market closes, to discuss what happened and also to continue to go over, because this is super, super interesting. I mean, I love this. You get to see where things move. The subset of companies that we will end up with will be a very interesting group of companies. And I can't wait to continue on with this because it's fun. It's fun, and I love talking about it. Motorola, I haven't looked at you in a while. Costco, clearly haven't reviewed stuff I need to look at. Dick's Sporting Goods, overpriced stuff that manages to be in every mall that I manage to buy for my kid whenever I'm there. I spend more money that I don't want to spend at Dick's Sporting Goods than any other sporting store. I'm like, what is this? Oh, is this a Nathan McKinnon Colorado Avalanche shirt after they just won the cup in the middle of Colorado? And is it $39, even though it's t-shirt? Okay, sure. I'll get it for you. I'm sure I will review. Be like, I'm sure financials are good because of the price of their stuff. We'll have to check. Anyway, all right, that's the stock update for the day, guys. I'm gonna go follow some sports stuff. It's pretty interesting what's going on with some of the algorithms, especially the basketball one, and that'll be fun to do. All right, so good luck, everybody. May all your trades be winning.